Hello and welcome back to Tainted Grail. Let's go see if we can meet up with this fellow and find out how to steal this sword, Excalibur. We don't know where it is yet, but that's my main goal at the moment. Besides, of course, looting various flowers and parsley plants and just slaying bandits. Having a good time exploring. I haven't found a whole lot of friendlies in this world so far. Which is kind of a shame, but maybe that'll change up here. We can find a proper town, maybe. Plants. Rosemary. Taking all of it. It's all mine. Here we go. Fast travel point. Steal. Oh. First time I've encountered anything that could be stolen. That's the guard. Is he sleeping? I'll see if I can sneak into this place. Well, we're gonna talk to him. I just want to go around, see if maybe there's a back door or something. Is someone gonna get upset if I steal this? I don't think anyone saw me. So because this is all in this area, it looks like there's a back door. Everything in this area is owned. So taking it is considered stealing. Alright, let's go chat with the guard. Wake up. Get up, soldier. The enemy is coming. I don't want to freak him out. Hello? Hello? Nothing. Get up, soldier. The enemy is coming.
Whoa, what's happening? In the name of the old mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before.
I'm a traveler. I was told I'd find safe haven here in the Horns.
But we don't just let anybody in, pal. You need to have, things, proof. Things to prove
Right,
you're
yes.
safe for haven.
Yeah, I've got it. I got this pin. I was told I'd find safe haven here in the Horns.
This pin, I can't say I see it very clearly at this present moment, but it does look important. Very official. But I remember Fergus said something about all this, these emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye, royal person, on behalf of the keepers. Oh.
Is this the best man they can find for the job?
Friend to our home. Welcome. Please, speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things around here in the captain's absence. He'll greet thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day. Open it up, boys!
Must be like a nobleman's son or something. It's the only way he could manage to keep that job. Or any job. Alright, well, we're in a town, so I don't want to steal. Unless they stop looking. Hi. Can't chat with you. Keeper Temir.
Oh, a new face. It's always nice to see someone new here. Welcome. Why didn't I notice you earlier?
I don't know. You're asking me?
Yes, my apologies. Ever since breakfast today, I've been sort of lost in thought. I keep thinking of my dear mother's cooking, especially her famous pie. You see, all we got here is venison and fish. Venison, then fish. And then fish, and more fish. I can live with all the bullshit that's thrown at us soldiers. But the longer I live, the more I realize there's not much to live for, except food.
I've got some drowner brains.
Kill for a slice of that pie.
We could make something out of that. Couldn't you just make it yourself?
As if it were that easy. I ain't much of a cook. And Rorik, the one we have here, well, he says we're soldiers, so we can stick our complaints up our asses.
Alright, I can try if you can remember the recipe.
Really? Sure, I remember it well. Here you go.
Sweet. Mom's pie. I can make it right now. I got flour. There you go. Give Mom's pie ×1.
Yes. Still tastes like shit.
Pardon me?
Exactly how my mother would make it. It's just what I needed.
If you say so.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I really appreciate what you did for me. It's just that every time I doubt my service in the Horns of the South, I need a reminder of why I enlisted.
To get away from your mother's cooking? It was that bad, huh? Your mother wasn't much of a cook?
My mother wasn't much of anything, to tell the truth. She always said I was good for nothing and that I should be glad she even kept me. And every day she'd bring back home a new uncle. Many of those uncles like to kick me out of my own house when they were drinking and getting busy. Then, when
Doing
she'd
what?
sober up and got rid of an uncle, she'd bake me that pie as an apology. It always tasted like shit. If the other villagers hadn't been feeding me, I would have starved to death. Hence the pie.
Now you have a new family.
Yeah.
With new
I
uncles.
do. So, despite the shitty weather and the world being on the verge of collapse, there's still nowhere else I'd rather be.
Can you point me in the direction of your mom's house? I might want to pay her a visit. I think we might be related. Garrison? Hello, Keeper Dan.
Are you here to keep me company or put me out of my misery?
Whichever one you want.
Just kidding. I love the view, but this weather is killing me.
It's not that bad. Is it always so windy here?
Always windy. Always moist.
I mean, you're on top of a castle. It's gonna be windy. Maybe your clothes are too thin.
You don't say. I didn't choose to be here. Our beloved quartermaster sent me to freeze my arse off. He said as punishment for spitting on the good name of the keepers, whatever the hell that means. I just got drunk in the tavern and lost half my pay, and maybe some of my clothes. But I mean, why would he even care? It was my gold. I can spend it how I please.
So I assume there's something you need?
Oh, aye. I need a warm coat. And I mean the absolute warmest coat you can get, huh? Osprey might have something in stock or know how to make one. I'd ask myself, but he's not exactly speaking with me these days.
Got it. What happened between you and the blacksmith?
Stupid. That's what I was. I may or may not have commented on our blacksmith's skill. I gave him a blade to sharpen, and when I got it back, it was still dull. Osprey swore he did his job properly. I said he's getting old. And so on and so forth, until it turned out that my mate had played a trick on me, swapped my sword with another one that was as dull as a stump. I tried to make amends with Osprey, but the old man's pride is as stiff as his steel. Can't say I blame him. Now, here I am, frozen to the bone and in need of a hand. You got one to spare?
Absolutely.
Thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you.
I'll get you a nice warm coat. So these guys are called the Keepers. Wonder what's gonna happen at night. Is the weirdness gonna creep on up here? Ooh, here, let's take these. Pork, onion. And I don't think anyone's watching, so let's just help ourselves here. There we go. Keeper Pate.
Hey, tell me, can you read?
Sure can.
Listen, I'm no good with words. Could you read me a letter from my sister? She's learning how to read and write. Can you believe it? She writes letters to me. I'm so proud of her.
Sure, I'll read it for you.
Thanks. Here's the letter.
Did he just start walking away? Letter from a Keeper's sister. Brother, it ain't good news, sorry. Few red priests came, they wanted to take Mum and some other folks because of the plague. Our dad and some other man did not agree. There was a fight and Father got killed. Now I'm taking care of Mom. She's feeling more and more weak. We don't know if the priests are going to come back or what. Oh, they didn't? So they didn't take the Mom? It's hard, but she asked me to send her love and tell you to keep going and do good things because that's the most important thing. It's me, Enid. I'm praying for you. Well, yeah, I got bad news, Keeper Pate.
And what did it say? Everyone's healthy?
I could lie to him with 6 perception. I'm sorry, something terrible happened.
No, you must have misunderstood something. What do I do now?
You're asking me?
I don't know. I don't know what to do. I should go back to him, right?
You can't abandon your post. You might get caught. You'd be accused of desertion and killed.
I guess that's true.
Maybe I could check in on him.
Excuse me, I need to be alone.
Alright, well, if you're not going to tell me where they are. Sorry to break the news to you. I'll just grab that. M4, lettuce. Weird. Some of the stuff is not considered stealing. Some is. Hiya, Keeper Alar.
What do you think of scale armor?
What?
Scale armor. What do you think of it? The ones all the keepers wear.
It looks light, but sturdy. I think there's better to be had out there. Practicality 20%. Okay, we'll try this.
Sure, maybe it's easy to make and doesn't restrict movement, but it doesn't provide the best protection. Someone just needs to stab you between the scales and you're done for. Lamellar armor is much better. That will prevent you from being run through with a polearm or getting shot with a bow. It's also much more comfortable.
How do you know so much about armor?
I read a lot about it. In Volume 4 of the Armourer's Almanac, Arden Shadowblade describes the differences between various types of armour. For example, chainmail allows for a good range of movement, but it's heavy. It also provides poor protection against blunt weapons, and its production is laborious.
Yeah, I bet. Who's Arden Shadowblade?
Shadowblade is a moniker. Arden is passionate about weapons and armour. He has great knowledge of materials, techniques, and history. A true expert. Everything he writes is interesting. I would love to meet him one day.
So you've never worn any other armor apart from what you're wearing now?
No, but I have knowledge from books and a lot of thoughts on the subject, so I know what it would be like to wear different armour.
Do you know how to make lamellar armor?
Oh, of course. I mean, I've never made one. I'm not an armourer. But I've read so much about it that I'm sure it won't be a problem. Here's the page from the Armourer's Almanac that explains the process.
Sweet. He's an armorer at heart. Why don't you tell the quartermaster or the blacksmith that lamellar armor is better? I don't think they're gonna listen to him.
I told them, but they both said I know jack shit. Besides, the keepers rarely go outside the walls nowadays. Then the quartermaster added that if I don't like our equipment, he could send me out scouting in just my underwear.
Then maybe don't raise the topic anymore?
Perhaps you're right. But if somebody ever stabs me under the scales, I'll go straight to the quartermaster and give him an earful.
You do that. So yeah. We've reached the end of the wall. Oh, sorry. This is a shop? Or lathe?
Oh, mother's tits. I've just about had it with this bunch of repressed virgins. And who might you be? You don't look like one of them.
They giving you trouble, ma'am? You seem angry.
Oh, do I now? You would be too if you had to deal with those sniveling morons when they're up to something. Don't look at me like that. You don't get as far in life as I have if you can't smell bullshit from a mile away. There's something fishy going on here. But I'll get to the bottom of it. And here's a brilliant idea. You're going to help me.
Side quest? Okay.
I just need you to go to Brandon and find out why that slime ball is pretending not to know I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting with his delivery. Although I'm pretty sure he knows this already.
Alright, who's Brandon? Actually, that's the guy, the captain, I think, that we're supposed to meet here about Excalibur.
You don't know? He's the captain of this entire circus. I thought since they let you in, you must have an in with him. But it turns out you know even less than I do. There's something going on, you know? They don't want anybody to know, but I can feel it. I've been doing business with the captain for years now. Then suddenly I found myself stuck here. They won't let me further in, not even to set up camp in the village. But they won't let me out either. Anyway, good luck to you. Come and visit if you need anything.
Okay. Who are you?
Name's Orla. I'm a merchant. Or I try to be, when my business isn't being held hostage by a bunch of idiots who seem to be terrified of women. What was I thinking when I decided to leave Timberwall? Should have stayed there.
Tell me about Timberwall.
You've never been to the merchant capital? Well, you didn't miss much. Yes, it's rich and extravagant, but only if you're rich and extravagant too. Other than that, it's a place like any other. The same pain and misery hiding behind gilded walls. It's not as exciting as people think. Or, well, maybe it is if you like living with a bunch of backstabbing crooks. Yeah, now I remember what I was thinking when I left that place.
Alright, I want to visit already. I sense there's a story behind these backstabbing crooks.
Not really. It's more of a requirement if you ever want to be successful in Timberwall. My family is full of them.
Are you on your way back home?
I have no home in Timberwall. Well, we have an estate, but it hasn't felt like home for a long time. I feel like every time I go back, I recognize it less and less. The people are getting greedier and more desperate by the day. Business is slow, I'm not gonna lie. With the weirdness creeping in from the north and bandits everywhere, trade's just not as profitable as it used to be. But, I don't know. Being a merchant from Timberwall used to mean craftiness, taking risks, looking for opportunities. Now, they only care about keeping their heads down and preserving their fortunes.
Rich people gonna rich. Okay. Let's see. You must have some stories from your time on the road.
Oh, love, plenty. And almost none of them happy. I'll never forget the first time we stumbled upon a place after a cloud of the weirdness oozed through. It was a small settlement, just a few houses. There was this odd, bitter taste in the air. The place was completely abandoned. Or so we thought. Until we started finding them, one by one. A man who tried to chop off his legs after they started sprouting antlers. Another one who gouged his eyes out so he wouldn't have to look at his child melting into the floor.
Bummer.
A woman in the farthest corner of the settlement managed to stab herself in the heart before it got to her. I almost dropped it all and ran back to Timberwall that day. I'm still not sure why I didn't. I guess giving up just isn't in my nature.
Well, this weirdness is, quite unpredictable. Maybe there's something else I could help with?
You do realize you won't score any points with the Keepers by helping me, right? Those holier-than-thou soldier boys have no idea what it takes to be a merchant in this sorry world. The things we have to do sometimes aren't exactly done according to the rulebook.
Not talking about them. Talking about you. How can I help? I'm interested.
There's a woman from the tribes called Nest. She's my supplier. At least, I think she's still working for me. I haven't heard from her in a while. And she was supposed to bring me some really precious cargo. Something the captain wanted me to arrange. You still up for an adventure,
Absolutely. Any idea where I could find her?
My guess, and it's only a guess, is that at some point she must have been somewhere around the bay. That beach near the Whale's Tooth. Rumor has it that Bromar No-Face and his thugs are fond of that place, which wouldn't be good news for Nest.
Alright, that's all I need.
Good luck. And don't worry, I'll pay. No matter whether she's dead or alive. Just let me know what happened. And bring back the cargo if she still has it.
Got it. Let's shop. Sell all garbage. Okay. Now we have some weapons to sell. Hatchet. Dagger. Couple of short swords. Spear of an ancient hero. I'd hate to get rid of these. Restore 10 health after killing an enemy. Yeah, we'll get rid of that one. Shadow Blade. Multiply sneak attack damage. Get rid of it. Claymore. Battle Axe. Get rid of those. And light bow. Leather boots of roots. Hitting an enemy immobilizes them for 5 seconds. This can only occur once every 60 seconds. I'll keep that one. Alright, what are you selling? A spyglass. Allows scouting. Scouting can view distant objects. Sure. It's only 8 coins. From now on, you can use the spyglass within the game world whenever you'd like to scout distant areas or mark points of interest. Yeah, that'll be helpful. What else you got? Traveler's robe. Oh, I like that. Increased movement speed when not in combat. Sketchbook allows sketching. You can draw what you see. Okay. From now on, you can use the sketchbook whenever you want to draw what you see. To do this, simply open the quick wheel. Traveler's boots. Increase movement speed when not in combat. Traveler's pants. Yeah, this is better than my current armor. I don't have a whole lot of money, though. Alright, we'll get the pants and the boots. And the traveler's robe. Is it worth it? Probably not. Should move a little bit faster. Cillian. Hey, we found the scholar, scroll guy. Mage, wizard, researcher.
Welcome! In the name of our eternally reigning majesty, King Arthur, and the Knights of the Round Tables. I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business.
Wow, he went from passed out to alert very quickly. You're a representative of Camelot?
That's correct. My name is Cillian. I was sent here from the capital to see how the Horns of the South are handling the bandit problem, and also to encourage the keepers to fight.
If Camelot knows about the bandits, why didn't they send the army?
The situation with the Pict and Del Rita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did the Druids. There have also been rumors that we might soon have a civil war on our hands, so Camelot cannot afford to spread our forces too thin.
Tell me about the situation with the tribes.
There are rumors that the Rita tribes want to unite, and that would mean open war with Camelot. As for those Pict savages, they've been growing bold, leaving their forest. For now, it's just been small skirmishes. But who knows how it would end.
Civil War?
I don't really have much more to tell. It's hard to get any updates here. I only know that the new Lancelot has not been very popular, and that's putting it mildly. The Witch Morgane would have been burnt at the stake long ago if everyone weren't so afraid of her. And then we have the commoners who seem to keep forgetting their place, and loudly demanding changes. Everything is falling apart.
The new Lancelot? Is that a title, not a name? What happened with the Druids?
Well, you've probably heard about the Druids making human sacrifices by stuffing people into wicker puppets and setting them on fire. Well, the people decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. They rounded them all up and then sent them up in smoke. Oh, how they must have howled and sizzled. Too bad I couldn't see it.
Yeah, I've seen some of the Druids' work in the Blood Cave. It wasn't pretty. They were killed because they were making human sacrifices?
Yep, made human sacrifices, prayed to the dark gods, brought the weirdness back. Bunch of bastards. Good thing they're worm food now.
Not a fan, huh? Were all the Druids killed?
Most of them. The survivors have supposedly taken refuge with savages in the woods, and one of them is rumored to be hiding in the Horns area. But whether that was before or after the Charred Conclave, I don't know. Would you like to hear about him?
Tell me.
His name was Slaudyard. He was lurking near Blood Lake, a small pond where they used to throw the bodies of executed convicts. They say he would fish them out and use his magic to turn them into undead monsters. Supposedly, he started needing some fresher corpses, so he slaughtered one of the keepers. The Horns organized a manhunt. They found him and sentenced him to death. People say that the moment his body touched the surface of Blood Lake, the water turned red and it's been scarred since that day. Some say that Slaudyard came back from the dead and seeks revenge. But if you ask me, it's just a tale by local simpletons.
Slaughter okay. Was that the boss that I fought in the Blood Lake there? That name sounds familiar. That might have been her name. Also, I guess that was her statue? Inside the Blood Lake? Slaughter okay. Anyway, we've been there. How many people have been claiming the bounties?
None so far. The keepers don't want to risk being turned into pincushions for a mere 10 gold pieces. Besides, the captain banned them from leaving the Horns of the South without a good reason. Too many bandits and not enough keepers.
It must be boring for you.
Oh, you have no idea. When I heard they were sending me south, to the very place that's crawling with bandits and barbarians from the tribes, I imagine I'd be a little closer to the action, you know? Fighting, gushing blood, screams and such like. I thought the veterans would be showing me their scars and stumps and telling me tales of how they lost their eyes, ears and limbs. Or even better, how they were ripping open throats and bellies. Instead,
that sounds exciting.
When those fools break their own legs when they get drunk and fall off the walls.
Blood, scars, and stumps? Those are your fantasies?
Yeah, I've been like this since I was a child. The moment an execution is over, I'm waiting for the next one. And there are quite a lot of them in Camelot. And I like to watch where Mum punished the servants with a whipping. It's just how I am.
If you like hearing about fighting so much, why aren't you a warrior?
I could be, but many people can swing a sword, but only a few have as sharp and bright a mind as I do. It's just that some people were made for fighting, while others are destined for greater things. Besides, watching and listening gives me enough satisfaction without needing to risk my life.
Right. What if nobody claims the bounties and the bandits roam freely?
Well, Camelot would send a group of knights with Sir Galahad at the head, and he's not interested in half measures. He'd probably burn down half the garrison, or hang them. He's done both. By the way, did you know that people who are hanged rarely die from strangulation? Usually the sudden jolt causes the backbone to snap, which separates the head from the body. A while ago, I saw someone hanged in the village, and it's true. One snap, and it's done.
Right. Sir Galahad sounds like a force to be reckoned with.
No matter what you say about him, he's very efficient. Brutal, even by my standards, but efficient.
The fact about hanging was quite interesting. Do you have any other tidbits like that?
Oh, sure, plenty. Did you know that apparently if you cut off someone's head, they don't die straight away, but remain conscious for a few moments?
Interesting. Anything
If
else?
someone dies in a damp, closed-off space, sometimes, but very rarely, their body creates a thin layer of wax on the surface of the skin.
Really? Anything else?
I heard that a body decomposes in water 4 times faster than on land.
Does it? Anything else?
I need to think. If I remember anything, I'll let you know.
All right. We learned a lot about decomposing bodies and death. I'd like to collect a reward for bandit leaders.
Someone finally checked out the notices I was posting on the board.
I didn't, actually, but I did take care of Fingerless Comb.
That's the carcass of Fingerless Comb, isn't it? They've been hunting him for the slaughter of 2 keepers, and now they finally got him. Well, you have. Here's your reward.
Thank you.
Go, the hunter waits.
I'd like to collect a bounty for bandits.
Really? You fought bandits and killed them? Oh, I want to hear all the details. Here's your reward, but promise you'll tell me everything.
I set him on fire.
Oh, hey.
It was
before you go,
glorious.
I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice, free of charge. If you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
Yeah, I think I was just there. Oh, there he goes. He finally got up. What can I steal from him? Don't come over here. Oh, they're watching me. He saw me crouch. He knew what I was doing. Alright, we'll steal that stuff later. Looks like everyone went inside. Let's, rest up. There we go. Morning time. Lock seems to be broken. Wonder if I'll be able to sell stolen goods. In the Elder Scrolls games, there are issues with that. Let's see. Can we break in here without being noticed? Take all. Thought they'd be awake by now, but... Oh, hi. Don't mind me. Keeper Sigibald.
Good to see you again. The pledge today was very interesting, wasn't it? The certainty in Quartermaster Aymer's voice. Beautiful. Makes one eager to start work.
I don't think we've met.
So, what do you need this time? The pass again? Are we planning a trip to the Stale Lamb? Hey, not this time, my friend. I've run out of ink. I'm waiting for a delivery. Steward Orla will let me know when more arrives. In the meantime, I need to ask you for a favor. So, you in? For the sake of our long friendship?
Steward Orley? I'm pretty sure she doesn't hold that position here.
Orla? I'm sure I'm not mistaken. Anyway, about that favor I asked of you.
The stale lamb? What are you talking about?
I guess you still haven't sobered up, huh? The Stale Lamb. You know, the tavern in the village below the keep. It's run by Ron. Truly a great place. I hope they're not planning to close it down. Oh, they wouldn't do that, right?
Pass? What pass?
Just as we agreed. I appreciate that you remember. Holding one's tongue is the key to success. Keep it up.
Alright, I'll play along. Sure, what do you need, pal?
You do know it needs to stay between us. Do you understand? Say you understand.
My lips are sealed.
Fantastic. So, here's the thing. On a recent night out at Ron's, it seems I may have left some sensitive documents at the bar. Documents, with Captain Fergus' seal. But not necessarily sealed by him. You know what I mean. I can't really go there right now.
Forgeries?
Could you get them back for me? I'm sure it won't be too much of a problem.
Okay, I'll do it.
Splendid. When you have the documents, meet me at the third crowing of the rooster. Or just find me. I'll be around.
Okay. Later. Linen fiber, wolf pelt, good stuff. We're gonna keep looting. Sorry, we got fireworks going off now, so you might hear a few explosions here and there. Wow, sneaking is a lot easier in this game than something like Skyrim. They do not notice me. Oh man. Breaking my lockpicks. Leather, frost arrow, I'll take it. Can I steal it with him here? Alright, I'll come back later. Get the rest of this stuff.
It's nice to have a break.
Can we sketch this? Interact. Sewell Firstfoot. He who first set foot on Avalon under Arthur's command. He who forged a path for the king and his loyal subjects. Glory and honor to the founder of the Horns of the South. Sewell Firstfoot. How do we draw a picture? Oh, okay. There's the
Nice
smith.
to have a break.
We gotta talk to him about some stuff. Osbrit.
Oi, friend. A question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting.
Oh, I love this guy.
It's good to see a new face in this sad hole. Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbrit, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
I need... you don't get many visitors?
Oh, not really. Especially since we went into a lockdown a while ago. People used to come and go. Now and then a ship would make a stop at the village below, but nobody's really come around since. Well, since the entire shit show that's going down everywhere. Now that I think of it, you're the first they've let in. What'd you do? Who did you bribe?
I have a pin.
Oh, so you have friends in Camelot. Good for you.
Apparently. You recognize it?
Of course I do. Those pins are peak craftsmanship, and very rare at that. We only gave them out on Camelot's orders. But when I look at you, well, it's pretty obvious you wouldn't be able to beat a knight.
Hey.
And even if you found one already dead, you'd sooner nick his armor than a pin you knew nothing about. Either way, good for you.
You mentioned you're on lockdown?
Yeah. After we lost 2 squads trying to take back the All-Mother's Temple from the Dalrita, our captain decided that nobody leaves the Horns. Then he shut himself in his office, without leaving us any orders. Virgus is trying to keep the lads occupied, but... just look around. Half of the people here are losing their minds, and the rest are losing their wages on drink.
Most just seem bored. You said there's a quote-unquote shit show going down everywhere? What do you mean?
Sometimes I wonder, how many things can go wrong at the same time. They say that misery loves company, but...
I mean, I know about the weirdness, the blood plague, but what else is going on?
Sweet revenge. First, we started hearing that the weirdness was spreading near Grubwood. Soon after that, we saw waves of bandits approaching from there. Desperate people. It took a lot of our territory. Then, the Dalrita tribes took over the All-Mother's Temple. And after that, the supply chains from Camelot collapsed for some reason. And so on and so forth. We're in quite a pickle, my friend. We've started betting on what's going to happen next. Sea monsters? Who knows?
The weirdness started spreading near Grubwood?
Yes. That damn forest north of here was already cursed and creepy. But now, I've heard it's an entirely different level of crazy. They say that some men here started going dark up north. With that, the weirdness started moving. And when the weirdness gets here, well, we're fucked. But you know that. Every child has heard the stories.
I just arrived here. Tell me more about those bandits.
Truth be told, most of them are just people desperate to survive. When the villagers started dying out because of the weirdness, hunger, or raids, they lost their livelihoods, ended up with nothing to their names, and nowhere to go. So they banded together and started raiding whatever was left. Then they turned to killing each other. They're like rabid wolves. Too bad they're here now, too.
The Dalriata took over the All-Mother's Temple?
That's... I don't know. It's hard to explain. They kept to themselves, perched in the mountains near the Forlorn Swords. Then something happened, and suddenly we saw ships arriving near our eastern shores. A couple days later, the tribes took over. One good thing is that the bandits aren't up to fighting with them. One bad thing, we aren't either.
I could take him on. I need a warm coat.
Huh. It's for Dan, isn't it? That ungrateful bastard's still on the wall.
No, it's for me. Perception 13%.
You don't have to do that, kid. I know it's for him. It's
Oh,
fine.
good. Okay.
And I forgave him a long time ago. Now that I think about it, it was a hell of a prank.
It was pretty funny. But he is cold, and he's gonna die, so... How about that coat?
Well, I may not be angry with him anymore, but that doesn't mean I'll work my ass off so that his doesn't freeze. Here's an explanation of how to make it. Feel free to help him out yourself.
Oh, crafting. Okay. Anything positive going on around here?
I heard that Dew fell down the stairs and didn't break a single bone. So that's a start. Other than that, no, I can't think of anything.
You have any work for me?
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle.
I'm known for my
Master Ghost,
delicate hands.
then feel free to prove it, and I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either.
There must be something I can help you with.
Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I'd pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
Sure, teach me.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemist. They're
Well,
likely slicing
fried,
up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
All right. I remember this quest from Skyrim. Let's craft some armor. At the grindstone? Handcrafting, upgrade, attach relic, armor weight reduction. Oops, back. And then what's over here? Transmogrification. Oh, okay. Handcrafting. These are all my recipes. Yeah, we got the corpse eater stuff. Corpse eater rags. Warm coat. Grants additional optimal dash. Let's craft one more. Does that go here? Yeah, there we go. Alright, which, what did you want me to craft? Didn't he give me a quest? Thought he gave me a quest to craft some other armor. Oh, he's got books. They're expensive books. I've got nothing to sell. Should I sell the golden rings? Could they be used for something? Enchanting? I'll keep them. Well, let's get this armor back to the guy up there. He'll be happy. Or this, coat. Oh, he's moving. Come back here. Oop. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, when you sketch something, it literally takes like a screenshot and puts like a sketch filter over it.
Oh, thank you, friend. Let me repay your kindness. Even though I don't have much, I can at least tell you about something I saw a little while ago. It might be interesting for an adventurer like you. See those rocks near the shore? When it gets dark, sometimes I see a light there. I'm no sure what it could be, though. A bandit camp this close to the Horns? Impossible. The Daliata? No way. They wouldn't hide like that. Maybe something else entirely? It's probably nothing, but maybe you could find something interesting or valuable there.
Thanks.
Farewell.
Okay, it might have already been there, but I'm trying to sketch. I wanted to sketch him.
Sometimes it's nice to just sit and think. Why are you sneaking around?
Don't mind me. Yep, yeah, there we go. That's pretty cool. It does look like an actual sketch. It's a pretty good looking filter.
It's nice to have a break.
Alright, a lot of stuff to steal. Alright, let's go back to quests. The Silk Road. Orly asked me to find her supplier. Nest. Somewhere near the Arch Spire. Okay. Not sure where that is. Creed. Head to the tavern. Talk to the innkeeper. Find some lost documents. Those are some cool drawings. Somebody's bored. Sheep's head.
Oh,
all right.
Nothing bad happens today.
Brother regains quarters. Hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. Commentary to Brother Euston's Underground Wonders. Encyclical of the Second Pope. Mirren's method of separating the mind. I think I've read all these, except the Pope one, maybe.
Blessings upon you, stranger. May the word always resonate within your soul.
Thank you. I've already been blessed with tongs, pincers, fire.
What do you mean, my child?
Oh, nothing. Maybe I shouldn't tell him about my time in the ward. What do you know about the underground four-dweller vaults in the island asylum?
Not much, unfortunately. I was sent to serve in the Horns of the South shortly after my ordination. I only know that many brothers dream of joining the research team working in the ruins. But I am surprised you know about them. The brothers wouldn't allow, well, a nobody to enter.
I beg your pardon? You can't offend me. I know my worth.
That's commendable. Keep it up. The Prophet values those who know their place in the world.
You're a red priest. I think you have a pretty good idea what I mean.
I'm afraid you are attributing too many characteristics to me based solely on the clothes I wear. The Horns of the South are my home. My mission is to spread the word. The word is good. I'm afraid that I simply cannot believe your blasphemous words without proof.
I can give him the letter to the prior. Alright, we'll do that.
Father Leon. I knew him in my youth. He was my mentor, a truly devoted servant.
So he really doesn't know what's going on there.
Back then, he was already showing signs of being overly devoted, let's call it. He followed the word and the word alone, which might seem commendable, but it doesn't necessarily make for easy, everyday communication between brothers. He answered questions with quotes. Can you imagine? We never knew whether his faith was truly that strong, or if he was just mocking us. So, this letter, well, it doesn't prove much. It's true that it's written in a normal way, and not using quotes. But the seal matches, and the handwriting too, so I dare not question its authenticity. I dare say, however, that Father Leon's devotion might have turned into madness. Why shouldn't it?
What do you think of the weirdness?
It's a sickness, a corruption, but also a mystery. Many of my brothers would call it a curse, a stain upon Avalon that must be purged. And yet, I wonder, did Kai not teach us that all things have a purpose? That even suffering carries wisdom? The weirdness twists and warps, yes. It consumes and it takes. But it also gives. Life grows in its wake. Strange and terrible, but life all the same. If we are to fight it, we must first understand it. And that is what frightens the Church most of all. Understanding.
Are the Horns prepared to fight the weirdness?
As prepared as any men can be against something they barely understand. Swords and fire will hold back beasts. But what of the creeping rot that twists flesh and mind alike? But there is one thing. The Excalibur they keep here. It has not been wielded in an age, yet the weird does not creep near it.
How come?
Well, even as it rests upon its pedestal, the air around it remains untouched. The tendrils of corruption that strangle stone and steel refuse to claim it. The Keepers may not see it for what it is, but I do. There is power in that blade. Something ancient, something beyond the Church's teachings. And if it truly holds back the weirdness, then perhaps it was never meant for men alone.
So you feel safe here?
Safe? No. But safer than most, I suppose. But tell me, what is safety, truly? A stronghold? A weapon? A prayer? I've seen men with all three fall just the same. So no, I do not feel safe. But I do feel watched. And sometimes that is enough.
So the Excalibur is keeping the weirdness at bay. But if I steal the Excalibur, what's going to happen to this place?
Certainly. Kai's blessings know no bounds.
Let's do some shopping.
But sometimes it's useful to seal them in a handy flask.
What do you got? The 7 Commandments? No thanks. Monster Brain. Mother's Embrace. Heals you instantly. Impenetrable Shield. Oh, these spells are expensive. I'll have to come back and grab them, though. I think I want Impenetrable Shield. But that's 800.
May Kai's word always guide you. In
I've got like 1,000 coins.
Solace.
Let's go make some more money. History of the Island Asylum. I've read that one. I'm just gonna go in your bedroom. Thank you. They'll never suspect it was me. All right, sir. Thank you very much. You have a good day. Daffodil, Devil's Snare. What kind of shrine is this? Vargas. What's up?
Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope.
It sure looks that way. He was pretty drunk.
Most unfortunate. But that explains why you just strutted into the horns. I'm afraid I'll have to take action. The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business. And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see.
Don't threaten me. I got this pin from a friend. I assume you know what it means?
Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns. And that makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he?
We got shipwrecked on the way, but he could have made it.
If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade, and that leaves only the captain. However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to. Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
Way ahead of ya. Anything I can help you with?
We've been having trouble with the dead lately. The kind that don't want to rest in peace. There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weirdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north, but somehow I doubt it. Anyway, I suggest you go see Marg first. He knows best what's going on there.
Okay, who's Marg?
He's our huntsman. He keeps us stocked with meat, so the lads don't have to live on fish alone. They get pretty grumpy when that happens. Right now, Marg is the only other person who's allowed to leave the keep. I'm not about to risk the life of our last link to the outside world, especially when you're so eager to lend a hand.
Have any idea what might be causing this?
There is a local legend about a dark druid named Slaughter? Slaudier?
Ah, yes.
Slaughter, that was it.
Slaughterg.
He was a necromancer rumored to be able to raise the dead and make them do his bidding. It's quite an old legend, though, so unless he managed to raise himself from the dead, I doubt he's behind this.
We've heard about him. Can you tell me more about the cemetery?
It's old. From what I've heard, it even predates the Horns of the South. The keepers and the people from the village below used to bury their dead there, but after the flood, it's been pretty much abandoned.
The flood?
Yeah, damn druids. They flooded a village of innocent people just to show everyone they're still in power. Fat lot of good it did them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad we got rid of them. The things they could do were unnatural.
Alright, where's the cemetery?
It's not far, and it's hard to miss. But honestly, I'd suggest you go see Marg first. You don't really know what you're walking into, so if I were you, I'd try to learn as much as possible beforehand.
You didn't send any of your men to investigate?
The captain forbade anyone from leaving the keep, so I couldn't. And truth be told, I didn't particularly want to. We don't get many recruits, and you're, well...
Disposable?
Your words, not mine.
You were thinking it. Alright.
Good.
I'll go see Marg.
Killed, and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem.
No problem. Let's see. What exactly are you responsible for here?
I'm Captain Brandon's right hand. He deals with the serious matters I don't want to know anything about. I take care of our everyday life.
Tell me about this place.
Fine then. This is the keep. Anyone sworn in as a keeper lives here, unless they're no longer fit for service. If that happens, they get transferred to the village. Otherwise, they're not allowed to go there without my express permission. So if you ever see any of my boys down there looking shifty, feel free to report them. You're allowed to walk around the keep and the village, but if anyone catches you stealing, I'll take your hands. If you attack any of my men, I'll take your head. That enough for you?
Got it. Don't get caught. Okay. I talked to Orly. Why can't she leave this place?
That's between her and the captain. Were it up to me, she'd be long gone. Her presence here distracts my men.
If you know Ordrin's a drunk, why do you keep him stationed at the front gate?
He's not our first line of defense. The archers are. Every man here needs to have a job. And no offense to Odrin, but let's just say we can afford to lose him.
Having a drunk guard at the front gate is not a very good look.
I'm sure the hordes of visitors clamoring at our gates can survive the insult.
So what's the story behind that flooded village near the Horns?
It used to belong to the keep. You could say it was its beating heart. That village was where our lighthouses led the ships, and where the workers lived with their families. Ah, those must have been the days. But then the ships stopped coming, and there were less and less new keepers, and the others left looking for a better life. Until, at last, the sea took most of it.
Anything interesting left there?
Depends on your idea of interesting. There's a weird statue with a gong, but I'm not sure how much of it is left. Other than that, probably just damp rubble. I don't know, ask Marg. I'm pretty sure he just sits there all day instead of hunting. No wonder we've been eating nothing but fish.
So you just abandoned it?
What else was there to do? There weren't enough people to live there, and nobody wanted to anyway. Not since the monsters started coming out of the sea. We wiped out most of them, but new ones showed up every now and then. Marg, our hunter, keeps an eye on the place. You can talk to him if you want.
Alright, we got a few quest-related lines of dialogue. I could say I'm actually here for Excalibur. Is he just gonna laugh at me? I'll try it.
Excalibur? You want to pull it out? That's a good one. Well, be my guest. If you think you can, go ahead. But unless you're King Arthur reborn, I wouldn't count on it.
I'll give it a try. I found a piece of metal with an inscription. Do you know what it is? I don't remember this particular piece of metal.
That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took
okay.
is already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know, here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we get these tags from zombies sometimes.
Out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them. It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
No problem. Let's see. I have another tag.
You know where to find me if you come across any more.
Ninian is dead. He asked me to bring you this.
Ninian? I knew the Red Death would take him. Damn shame. He was one of the good ones. You did right bringing this back. The Horns look after their own, even after they're gone. But, now that I think of it, how did you manage to get hold of his tag?
He wasn't taken by the Red Death. The Red Priest tortured him in the asylum. Or I saw him in the island asylum. I'll tell him he was tortured.
Tortured? In the asylum? You can't expect me to take that at face value. Brother Rialgan said Ninian was too weak to survive the journey. They came for him, and we even held a symbolic keeper's burial for him. And what were you doing in the island asylum?
Secret.
You look fine, but if you were there, near him...
I was cured by King Arthur, and now I'm immune. It was a misunderstanding. The Red Priest caught the wrong person.
I'm sorry this happened to you. Still, you have to understand. Now that you've told me this, I'll be keeping a close eye on you. No risks can be taken when it comes to the Red Death.
That's fine. About the Forgotten Cemetery.
Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there?
Not yet.
Why not?
Okay. I'd like to speak with the captain.
Just as I thought. If you have friends among the knights, you'll want to talk to the captain. But that's not happening anytime soon.
Why?
Because I said so. What? Did you really expect that you could just enter our keep and head straight for the captain's quarters? There wouldn't be much point in having walls and guards here if anyone could just do that, would there?
This pin should tell you I've got some friends in high places.
So what?
Let me see the captain, or else I could try to intimidate him. Okay, I think I have to do a favor for him first. The cemetery thing.
You can sleep in the barracks. It's no royal chamber, but it's better to sleep under a roof than under the stars, right? Especially in this horrible weather.
I'm not gonna try to intimidate him. I would fail. I don't think he's gonna be afraid of my flaming hands. Fergus's house. There's no, pickpocket. Oh, there is pickpocketing. I need his key, though. Hi. Jan's quarters.
If you're here to see the healer, don't bother. He's a quack and a butcher who likes to watch people suffer.
Why do you say that?
I came to him with a toothache, asked him to make me something for the pain, and you know what he did? He said my tooth is rotten, and then sent me to Osprey to get it pulled out.
Sounds reasonable.
Sounds like horse crap. My grandma was smarter than your lot, and she couldn't even read. She knew how to make a proper potion for toothache. If I were any good at mixing that stuff, I wouldn't need to deal with quacks like Heber. I even gave him my grandma's recipe, but he said it was no good.
Why not?
Don't know. Probably just didn't like that an old woman from a backwater village was a better healer than him.
If you just removed the tooth, you wouldn't need a potion.
Oh yeah? And then what? Another and then another? Give it a few years and I'd be left with no teeth at all. Ah, leave me alone.
Wait, talk to me. Stash. Is that my stash? It is. Move all crafting materials. Sweet. Let's have a chat with the healer. Maybe get that recipe. Coin, iron ore, copper arrow. I'll take it. Moonshine, carrot. It's mine. There he is.
Oh, sorry. Do I know you? I'm terrible with faces. Either way, glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Jan Heber, a physician raised in Camelot and trained in the Royal Academy.
I hear you like watching people suffer. You look like you're in dire need of sleep.
I don't dream about anything anymore, so sleep feels like a waste of precious time. Fortunately, back in Camelot, I found a mix of remedies that can keep me awake for a whole week. It was quite popular in our study group.
Care to share the recipe?
Oh no, every physician needs his secrets. But I can sell you some if you promise not to tell any of the higher-ups.
And why wouldn't you want the leadership to know?
There are side effects. You won't fall asleep for a while, but the moment you do, well, you'll feel like you died and came back to life, only to die again. So you either take the next dose or endure it. I can endure it because I don't have a post to attend to. But our brave soldiers, well, that'd be risky.
All right. That recipe you were just whispering to yourself.
It's some local witchcraft I've been trying to make sense of. I guess I'll find out when I try it.
Try it on yourself?
Experience is the best teacher. Don't worry, I'm not testing anything on the others. Graham the Mad, a great Camelotian physician, used to say that a real doctor would never give his patients something he hadn't tried on himself first.
That's
a wise approach, which I follow myself.
That's probably not the wisest approach. You're a bit veiny. Do you have the Red Death? Isn't that dangerous?
The pursuit of knowledge is always dangerous. That's why it's reserved for only the bravest of the brave. It takes true guts to face the unknown, to realize just how little you know and how insignificant you are to the world.
Graham the Mad, don't you see the irony?
What irony?
I guess not. You could try it on me.
Oh, that was unexpected. Here, take it. What will happen, I have no idea. But please, tell me, if you live to find out.
I got Heber's elixir. Okay. Not a fan of the local remedies?
I was classically trained in the proper art of medicine by the scholars of Camelot. The things they do here, they make no sense. No sense at all. Most of this stuff shouldn't even be effective, yet it seems to work wonders on these simple-minded, tough-bodied people here in the South.
Tough-bodied? Why do you even study this stuff?
Shipments from Camelot are late, so I'm running low on supplies. If I'm not able to treat them, they'll start complaining. And Fergus doesn't like when people complain, especially when it comes to their health. He truly cares about them, I've got to admit. He doesn't care much about anyone else, though.
Anything I can help you with?
Why would you, though? Don't you have better things to do?
Nope, not really. Not at the moment. I'm trying to get in the Quartermaster's good books.
Aha, got it. So you're up for work not out of the goodness of your heart, but for your own selfish plans.
Exactly. That'd be a good summary.
Understood. It's a good reason. Well, I'd say it's better than most. But all right, if you're a mercenary, then I do have a job for someone who'd be willing to risk their life in exchange for material goods.
Material goods are the best goods. Just tell me what needs to be done.
Straight to the point, eh? All right. I need someone to perform a ritual within a stone circle nearby. You go there, read a spell, do whatever needs to be done, come back and tell me exactly what happened.
Alright, ancient scroll. Isn't your fascination with druids illegal?
In Camelot, maybe, but this far south? Nobody cares. I've spent my entire life digging through scrolls and books in pursuit of their knowledge. I've been reading about their rites and the descriptions of their rituals. Look, I'm sure they were onto something. They knew much more than we do, but it feels like there's a veil wrapped tightly around that knowledge. It's like I need to find the right spell, the right ritual, something that will unwrap it for me.
What exactly are you doing here?
Healing diseases, sometimes cutting people open. Oh, and pulling out teeth seems to be a leading cause of concern for everyone around here. Me pulling teeth in the arse end of the world? My friends back in Camelot would laugh their brains out.
What do you got for sale? You got more books? And he's got spells. Burning Ember, I've got that one. Flicker Bolt. Lightning Bolt, okay. Venom Flick, Poison Projectile. A lot of stuff to purchase and no money. So I can sell stolen goods. Oh, no? Oh, I guess not. It's not letting me. Okay. Good to know. Alright, we got more quests. Someday I'm going to get to my main quest destination here. But he did give me where? I can't find the quest that he gave me about drinking the potion. Herber's Elixir. A mysterious experimental elixir by Jan Heber, or Jan. Its effects are unknown. Consume at your own risk. Let's drink it. Still alive. Well, I think I'm going to end the episode here. We'll find out what this elixir does, if anything, next time. And I think we're almost done exploring this area, so we can get to the captain. Or we might have to do some favors for the guy outside first. And then talk to the captain, and we'll see if we can get to that next time. Oh boy. Alright. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.